Good morning mga kamatatag! Ikaw ba ay isang estudyanteng nahihirapan sa mathematics? Well, ang video na ito ay sadyang nilikha para mas maintindihan ninyo ang ilang mga konsepto patungkol sa math. Pero bago mo panoorin ang mga susunod na video, huwag mong kalimutang i-like, share, subscribe, at huwag mong kalimutang pindutin ang kampanang maliit diyan sa baba ng inyong screen upang ikaw ay mabigyan ng notification sa bawat video na aking i-upload. Enjoy learning! Next case, if x is equal to 0, so according to our definition, if x is equal to 0, then the only solution to the equation x square equals c is 0 if c is equal to 0. So for example, x square equals 0, so taking the root of both sides, so x is equal to 0. Wala nang positive negative kasi wala namang negative 0. Okay, that is kapag yung c natin is equal to 0. Alright, so yung last case na discuss ko or bigay ko na example kapag yung c is less than 0. Okay, so sabi sa definition natin doon sa kanina, kapag yung c is less than 0, there is no real number solution. Okay, so remember that the square root of every real number is non-negative. So kung yan nga naman ay less than 0, ganito kalalabasan natin. X square is equal to less than 0, for example. So ano mga number less than 0? Negative 1. So walang square root yung negative number. Okay? So ito yung case na to ang i-solve natin at papakita kung paano siya i-solve. So in this case, the quadratic equation has imaginary roots. Okay? So, we have an imaginary roots here. Kapag ganon, kapag less than 0, meron tayong solution na x is equal to plus minus I square root of c. So, ano yung I? Yan yung imaginary number. So, pag sinabi natin I, that is equal to square root of negative 1. Okay, so saan naman natin gagamitin yan? Okay, so para mas makita natin, I will give an example. So, example 2x square equals 26. Sorry, 2x square plus 26 equals 0. So, hindi pa siya nakasulat na x or x square equals 0. So, gagawin natin, ta-transpose muna natin to sa bilang side. So, magiging 2x square equals negative 26. Okay? So, ang gagawin natin ngayon, i-divide muna natin siya both sides ng 2 para matanggal yung coefficient nito. So, let's divide. Cancel. So x square is equal to negative 13. So ito ngayon yung ating isa-solve. Apply natin ito. Okay? So i-erase na natin ito. So meron tayong x square equals negative 13. Tapos square root natin So, cancel. Okay? So, dahil sabihin natin kanina, walang square root yung negative number. So, yung negative 13, ipa-factor natin. Na yung isa sa mga factor niya ay negative 1. Okay? Kasi ang square root ng negative 1 ay imaginary number. Ulit. So, walang square root yung negative number, kaya i-apply natin itong imaginary number by definition. So, dahil negative 13 yun, ipa-factor natin siya na yung isa sa mga factor niya ay negative 1. Bakit negative 1? Kasi by definition, yung square root ng negative 1 ay imaginary number. Okay? So, let's solve. So, x is equal to plus or minus square root of negative 1 times 13. Okay? So, negative 1 and 13. So, ano yung square root ng negative 1? Ang square root ng negative 1 is I. Okay? So, I. Para mailabas natin yung negative. So, here, x is equal to plus or minus I, which is the square root of 1 or negative 1 square root of 13. Okay? So, nailabas na natin yung negative because of the imaginary number. So, we have two solutions pa rin. Positive I square root of 13 and negative I square root of 13. That is our two solutions. Okay? Another example. If x is less than, or if c is less than 0. So another example, if I have hanap tayo ng solution or ibang problem. Example, 2x square plus 4 is equal to 2. Okay, so that's our example. So here, first we're going to write the equation into the form x squared equals c. So dapat ito transpose po natin sa kabila kasi yung dapat nandito ay x squared lang. Okay, so we have 2x squared equals 2 minus 4. Okay, so 2x squared equals negative 2. Tapos, divide natin siya both sides by 2. Cancel. So, x squared is equal to negative 1. Okay, so square root of, or square natin both sides. Square root ng negative 1, we have plus or minus I, or imaginary number. Based sa ating definition. Okay, so yan kapag ka imaginary number or kapag ka yung c is less than 0. Yan yung ating solution.
Maybe you should take it slow. Catch 'em all. Catch 'em all. Catch 'em all.